Hello students, today we are going to start our second chapter of geography, the sun, the moon and the earth. Before starting of this chapter, I would like to tell you something related with our earth. Earth is one of the most important planets in our solar system. Earth is the only planet on which the living world is there. Now this earth is one of the planet of the solar system, and this all the planets, 8 planets are there, that all the planets are rotating around the sun. Some of them are rotating in clockwise direction and some are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So our earth, as it is rotating around the sun, the same time this our planet is having one of the important or one most important satellite, that is natural satellite known as the moon. Earth, which is rotating around the sun, when the earth is rotating around the sun, at the same time that earth is also rotating around itself. Here if I will show you one model, suppose here this is, we can say, as a sun. Suppose this is the sun and this is earth. Sun is constant and this earth, not only this earth, but some planets which are called as the inner planet and some are outer planets, that all the planets are rotating around this sun and this earth. This earth is also having one important satellite known as the moon. When the earth is rotating around the sun, the same time the moon is also rotating around the sun in the clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. Now here it is this, with the help of this model you can understand. Now suppose this is, we can say, as the earth, sun and the moon model. Now this is suppose sun and this is earth as well as the moon. Now when this earth is rotating around the sun, at the same time we will observe this moon. Earth is rotating around the sun and the moon is also rotating around the earth. Now if you will observe clearly, now see what is the position of this earth and the moon. The moon is at the top. Now when this earth will comes here, the position of this moon will be getting changed. Now see, when it comes this side, when it goes here, that side. Now this is called as a rotation of the earth and the moon. When this earth's rotation will be taking place, at that time we can see some part of the moon is visible and some part is invisible. When this visibility and invisibility will be there, it is called as the phases of the moon. In these phases of the moon, two important concepts which we have to learn. That concepts are called as a apogee and perigee. It is called as a apogee, and second one concept is called as a perigee. Now what is this apogee and perigee? Suppose here this is our sun and the earth is rotating around the sun in the elliptical shape. Now suppose here this earth is located here. This is our earth. Earth is one of the family member of solar system of the sun. It is called as the Milky Way. Now this earth is having one important natural satellite, and this satellite is rotating around the earth in elliptical shape also, like this. Suppose this earth, moon is here. Suppose this is the moon. This moon is also rotating around the earth. When the distance between this moon and the earth is farthest, this is called as an apogee condition of the moon. And when this moon, when it will comes here, at that time the distance, elliptical shape distance, when it will be less, it is the farthest, it is the closest. When the distance between this earth and the moon is closest, it is called as a perigee condition. Apogee means the farthest distance between earth and the moon. whereas the closest distance between Earth and the Moon is called as a perigee. Now, what is the distance in the apogee condition? The distance is 4,07,000 kilometers. Whereas in the perigee direction, in this phase, the distance is 3,56,000 kilometers. So it is called as a apogee and perigee. Now when this moon is coming here, now sun is here. When the sun rays will fall on the moon, due to the sun rays, some part of the moon is visible to us. Now suppose this moon goes here, and suppose we are living in this area, we are here. Suppose we are here. So when the sun rays will fall on the moon will be visible to us. As the moon is rotating and completing its path in 30 days, means 1 month we can say, in these 30 days, the phases of the moon are continuously getting changed. This is called as the phases of the moon. Now here I will show you with the help of one model that is known as a full moon and half moon day or like this. Now suppose here, this is called as the sun. So this is the moon direction. Okay. Now when the sun rays will be followed, so here this is earth, sorry, not a sun, this is earth, and this is moon. And suppose we can say that here somewhere it is the sun. Now when the sun rays will fall on the moon, the portion of the moon will be visible to us. That entire full moon will be there during night. It is called as a full moon day. When as the moon is rotating around the earth, when it goes here, some portion, as suppose we are living here, we are staying here, and if we will see over this, now sun is constant here and we are here. When that earth, this moon is rotating, it comes here, a small portion of the moon will be invisible, but most of the part will be visible to us. If you will see here, this part, it is visible, and this blackened, darkened part is there, which is invisible. Now, when again that moon will goes in the next portion, near about 60 to 70% portion of the moon will be invisible to us, and only this shining part that is visible. Again, the moon will goes here. A very small portion of the moon is visible to us. Here, this is, you can see. We are living here. Keep in mind that exactly in front of the sun we are living here. Sun is here. Sun is here. When that moon will goes here next, it will be correct at the 90 degree. We are here like this now. We are here. Sun is here, and exactly it is 90 degree. So the total darken we can be observed. Again that earth, the moon will goes next. Small portion. Here when it will comes here, total darkness is there. This part, total darkness. So this darkness is called as a new moon day. In Marathi, it is called as a Amavasya. What is it called as? Amavasya. After that, when this moon will goes at the next part or the next day, small portion of the moon will be visible. It is called as first day or third day, the fourth day, as per the Amavasya. Next, after 7 days, 50% part of the moon will be visible. Again, next, 70% part of the moon will be visible to us. When it comes here, total 100% part of the moon will be visible to us. 100% part. Means we can say that the moon is like as a disc. Such type of disc, where generally we are in Marathi we are calling it as a Paurnima. It means there are two phases in the month. That is called as a Amavasya and Purnima. This Purnima is called as a full moon day, and Amavasya is called as a new moon day. Why it is called as? Because on Amavasya, the total moon is disappear. That is called as a Amavasya. And the next day will be new moon will be taking place. New birth. The new moon will be birth. The birth will take place. So it is called as a new moon day. And when it comes here, Purnima, it is called as a full moon day. Okay. Now this is called as a phases of the moon. And after this phases of the moon, we are going to start one of the most important topic of the chapter known as a eclipse. Students, I want to tell you one thing about this eclipse. Have you ever heard about this eclipse? Maybe at your home, your grandfather. Have they told you something about this? Yes or no? So when we are observing that eclipse may be a moon or maybe sun. When we are observing that eclipses, your grandfather, your father, your grandmother may told you some things, may told you some precautions should be taken. What the precautions are there? Sometimes they are telling that don't go outside of the house, don't look that, don't observe that, like. But what is this eclipses? Eclipse means nothing but something will be hide behind some other things. Suppose this is we can say there is a pole and this is a chalk. When this chalk is getting hide, you cannot see this chalk now. So it is called as an eclipse. And when such type of the situation will be taking place in the astronomy, in the space, in case of some celestial bodies, it is called as a eclipse. Generally, we are well aware and we are well familiar with sun, moon and earth. And we have already studied that the earth is rotating around the sun, the moon is rotating around the earth. When the moon will goes here, and if we are living here, if we observe this moon, we cannot see the moon. From this side, we cannot see the moon. But when that moon will come here, we can see that moon. It means when in between we and the sun, when the moon will be there, due to the presence of the moon, in between us and the sun, we cannot see the sun. It means that the sun is getting hide. And when the moon will come here, that is, from here we cannot see the moon, it is called as Amavasya. When this moon will not be visible to us, it is called as a Amavasya, and that Amavasya, or on that Amavasya, the moon will be hidden. But in a month, the 30 days a month, 15 days are there when the proportion of the moon is increasing, and next 15 days are there when that proportion of the moon is decreasing. And the decreasing period of the phases of the moon are called as a waning period or waning moon phases. As the moon's size is decreasing, that is called as a waning. And after Amavasya, when that size of the moon is increasing up to Purnima or full moon day, it is called as a waxing period of the moon. It means, can you guess that after 15 days there is Amavasya, after 15 days there is a Purnima? Then can these eclipses are occurred every after 15 days? No, not at all. These eclipses are occurred only at some time. As we know, or if you don't know, then I am going to explain it, that the Earth's rotation or the path of the Earth rotation and the Moon's rotation are intersect with each other by 5 degrees. Okay? And when the direction, or we can say when the sun, the earth and the moon will fall in a straight line. Keep in mind, when the sun, moon and the earth will fall in a straight line, at that time the degree of angle will be 0. It means it will comes in a flat surface or a flat plane. This flat plane area, when these three celestial bodies will be fallen in a straight line, exact straight line. At that time only the eclipses will occur. So these eclipses are of two types. Number one is called as the solar eclipse. Now with the help of the name only you will understand that what is meant by solar eclipse and what is meant by lunar eclipse. So the first that is called as solar eclipse. Solar means sun. Eclipse means hiding. When the sun is getting hidden, that is called as a solar eclipse. Now what is the situation in this condition? Suppose here it is sun. Okay. At sun, then after here suppose earth is here. This earth is rotating around the sun in elliptical shape, right? And the earth has another one planet, solar earth is having its own natural satellite known as a moon. Sorry, suppose this is the moon, earth and the sun, where sun, earth and moon will fall in a straight line. Now we are living here. Suppose the sun's shadow, sun rays will fall on the earth, and the shadow of the earth will fall on the moon. Right? So from here we are not able to see the moon. The shadow of this earth will fall in this way. But basically this shadow will be very darkened in some part of the moon. Here the shadow will be very dark. When the shadow will be dark, from here we are not able to see a single part or a very small part of the moon. It means total. Now the moon is here. Suppose now the moon is starting to rotate from this side, and when that moon will come here exactly at the central place, and we are supposed living here, at that time the sun rays will fall on the moon, but the shadow of this moon will fall on the earth. In the central place where we are, or where the shadow will be very darker, from that area this moon will come. Due to this covering of this moon, we cannot see the sun. It means from this point of view, the sun will directly or totally, it is called as a invisible. When it is invisible, that is called as a solar eclipse. When it is totally invisible, from this point of view, it is called as total solar eclipse. Okay. Now the remaining part, suppose with this part here, or from this part, some part of this sun will be visible. It may be this, maybe this much part of the sun will be visible. Remaining means this much only. This much may be visible and this much will be invisible. When only some part of this sun is visible from this point of view, or from this point of view, or from this point of view, this type of the eclipse is called as, the part is visible, so it is called as a partial solar eclipse. and the last is there, that is called as. So before starting of the last topic of the chapter, I want to tell you one thing. Do you understand that what is meant by total solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse? So the one another eclipse is there which is called as a annular solar eclipse. But this annular solar eclipse is very rare time we can be observed. How it is? That is called as an annular solar eclipse. Suppose you are living here, and from that, when this moon will be totally covered, from here we are observing that the moon is covered the entire sun, and it will form a ring like this. Means only the outer portion of the sun is visible. It means we are realizing that the entire this moon is fitted in the sun, and only outer part of the sun is visible. Sometimes on this outer part somewhere a shine will be there like this, like as a ring, diamond ring is shining. Such type of it is rare, these events are rare. When such type of only ring is visible during solar eclipse, it is called as annular solar eclipse. Okay, so there are the three types of the eclipses. Number one, total solar eclipse. Second, partial solar eclipse, and third one is annular solar eclipse. Do you understand? Okay. Now the next one is the lunar eclipse. Previously we have seen the solar eclipse. Now lunar eclipse. Lunar means moon, and eclipse means hiding. When the moon is getting hidden, that is called as a lunar eclipse. Now how this situation is occurs? See here, suppose here this is the sun, and we will draw the earth here. As we know that this earth is rotating around the sun, and the moon is also rotating around the earth. It is also in the elliptical shape. When the moon is rotating, sometimes the moon is here, sometimes here, sometimes here. And suppose when the moon will comes here, at that time, suppose we are living here. Now, when the lunar eclipse is occurred, just 1 minute, just pay attention. When the sun, the earth, and the moon will fall in a straight line. Okay? When the sun, the earth, and the moon will fall in a straight line, at that time, the sun rays will fall on the earth, but the shadow of this earth will fall on the moon. But the central part, the actual part of the moon will be directly in the very darkened area. At this time, total moon will be invisible to us from here. This situation is called as total lunar eclipse. Okay, when the moon is totally invisible. But keep in mind that this situation is not occurs at every full moon day and new moon day. When it happens, when these three celestial bodies will fall in a straight line. So when the earth, sun and the moon, it means now the situation in solar eclipse, what was the condition? First was sun, second was moon, and third was earth. It is for the solar eclipse. Now in lunar eclipse position sun as it is constant, second is earth, and third one is moon. This is the situation in the lunar eclipse. When this sun is directly invisible, it is called as a total lunar eclipse. But some people are there who may be living in this region, here or in this area. From this, they can see some part of the moon, maybe this much, maybe this much. So the people, those who are living in this area, they can see this much portion or this much portion, upward or downward. This type of the eclipse is called as partial. Some part they are observing, so it is called as a partial lunar eclipse. To understand? Okay, very good. Now, as this is the condition or this type of the, what do we say, that eclipses are occurring. So in this chapter we had studied two important concepts of our syllabus. Number one is the moon's position or the waning and waxing phases of the moon, and second one is known as a eclipses. So do you understand at all? Is there any problem, any doubt? No. So now I am going to give you some exercise questions. Okay, you have to prepare, you have to complete that. So the first question, just write down. Question number 1. Draw the figures of, question 1. Draw the figures of the following. Number 1, total solar eclipse. Second, so total and solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse. And second, total and annular solar eclipse. This is second figure, and third figure, total and partial lunar eclipse. And question number 2, write down the characteristics of solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Okay, you have to complete it and write down in your notebook.